Okay, guys, do you want to play D&D?
Sure.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to say yes. Is the problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh, yes.
you. Thank you. Oh my God, guys, so nice. Okay. Here we fucking go. Let's set the scene. Okay, so we all played session 0. It has been 6 months since then. Okay. Our 2 newest friends in the community joined 6 months ago. That's the important part. So you guys all know each other. You've lived together for a while. How much you guys like each other, that's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you to play your characters as it do. At the past couple days, you guys have been walking a regrown highway down south, kind of leaving the Casper area, heading south down this highway. Abel, your leader, hasn't really told you exactly what's going on, besides that he got information in Casper that's leading him down south. You have been kind of walking for a while, and right now it is just the morning, a brand new morning. The sun is just beginning to creep over the horizon. There's a deep crimson color over the sky. And the mountains that had been around Casper are mostly gone. You're now in just flat land, because it's Wyoming, baby. She's flat. There's nothing around. Maybe some trees, a bush. It's amazing. There are just a few stars left in the sky, and a gentle breeze blows across the plain and rustles the trees that you guys are underneath as you are camping out for the night. We're gonna start right now with Venice. Hi, Venice.
Hello.
It's you.
Okay.
You are on the last watch of the night. All right.
Cool.
Everyone else is asleep except for you and Abel, who is a little bit away from you, kind of watching the other direction from you. As morning breaks, you have only maybe half an hour left until it's time for everyone to wake up and get moving. Could you please describe your character and what she's doing on her watch?
Okay. I forgot what she looks like. She's like a broad girl. She's got like shaved sides, like a whole bunch of scars and just general bruises all the time. She has a really big scar just right across the titties. She's got a bunch of like tattoos with like weird symbols that like mean shit probably. And she's wearing cargo pants, like a tank top, and some combat boots. Yeah. And she would be sitting, keeping watch, but also like journaling while she's sitting there. Yeah.
Awesome. So as you're kind of sitting there journaling, every once in a while you're like looking up, make sure nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. It's a pretty quiet night. You're far enough away from any city that there aren't a lot of huge threats coming at you. The only threat that would be out here are just like kind of like roving bandits or just like random people walking by. Nothing that you couldn't handle or see from a mile away, basically. It's a pretty relaxed night. And you hear some rustling behind you, the sound of just someone getting up, basically. And you hear Adelaide Abel's wife. She
Mhm.
has made her way over to Abel, and she says, "Oh, get some rest, dear. I can take over the rest of your watch." And you hear some like grumbling, like, "No, no, 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 I got it. No, it's fine." And she's like, "No, no, go to sleep. You're tired. You cannot lead when you are tired. Take care of yourself."
What a good wife. Oh my god.
I
Okay.
love her.
I love her.
And she says, "Venice and I will finish out the rest of the watch. It'll all be fine." And she turns over to you. Are you looking at her, or are you still just journaling?
Uh yeah, I would like glance up occasionally and like give her a little nod when she mentions my name.
When she says that you guys got it, she kind of gives a little wink, like, this ain't nothing. Uh, uh,
Amazing.
and as she does that, Abel also looks at you, and he looks fucking tired. And he looks at you for like a second, just like matches your gaze, and just goes, "Okay." And kind of gets up, moves over to where Adelaide was sleeping, kind of lays down in her spot. And whether he does go to sleep or not, who knows? But he's at least laying down, um, which is honestly pretty good for him. Uh, uh, you take another second. You're journaling. Are you writing down anything specific, or just kind of starting the day?
Um just like a general, here's what we've done for the last like few days or whatever. Uh you know, just to keep a record of what's been going on. Yeah.
Yes.
This isn't like a, I mean, sometimes it's like a thoughts and feelings journal, but mostly it's not.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just
yeah.
here are the facts. Just I have to make so many entries to make me feel good about this. Kinda.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uh, you're journaling a bit, and you can feel somebody coming up behind you, kind of over your shoulder.
I'll turn around.
It's just Adelaide. She's kind of like, "What you
Oh,
doing?" A little bit.
just give her a nod. Like, is she coming over to like talk or what is
She
she
kind of
up
looks
to?
like she's like she woke up early, probably like accidentally. She's like, "Oh, I'm up," you know. But she's way like she's a mom. You know, she knows how to make conversation. Um, she's kind of coming over to just keep you company. Um, uh, she says, "How you doing?"
Could be worse. Could always be worse.
Could always be worse. You got that right. She kind of chuckles. She kind of sits down with her back to your back, kind of like watching basically your blind spot. Um,
Gotcha.
tactical position. Um, and she says, "Venice, you know where we're going?"
Not really.
I finally got out of Abel. We're heading down to Cheyenne. And I know you've been with us the longest, and that's where we kind of picked you up. I was wondering if you could tell me anything about this city. Uh,
Can I? What do I know?
I mean, you know it's dangerous. It's a big old base, basically.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a base, quote unquote, for the like rebellion, isn't it?
There had been one there.
Oh, oh, cool, cool, cool. There had been, as in it ended when I left, or
Yeah.
awesome, cool, 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 cool.
Uh, I'm not. He's looking for something specific. I just want to know if we're maybe getting in over our heads going there. Are we gonna be okay if we go in there? You haven't talked much about it, and I'm not really trying to pry or anything, but you probably know more than all of us.
Well, not gonna lie to you, Adelaide. It's gonna be dangerous.
Like more dangerous than like a normal city, or like real bad.
Definitely more dangerous than normal.
Well, we'll just have to be on guard then. Nothing we can't handle with preparation, teamwork, and something else. That sounds good.
Yeah. I'd say if things look bad, get out.
Just okay. Okay. Thank you for telling me, of course. You know,
Of course.
uh,
Of course.
I trust you, Venice. You know that, right?
And I trust you, Adelaide.
Wonderful.
Oh my god.
The sun begins to rise, and your watch comes to an end as everybody else starts waking. All right. I'm gonna roll a d4 and see who we introduce next. Shall we? Up to the fates. All right. Here we go. Near where Abel has just laid down to pretend to sleep to make his wife happy, there is there's a boy curled next to him, and on the other side of that boy, there is a girl. She looks pretty young. And Sam, could you please tell us what your character looks like and what she does as she wakes up?
Okay, so this girl has messy red hair, kind of everywhere. Usually it's in like a bun or some space buns, if she manages to tame it. Right now, it's like a sloppy mess because she's been like rolling around in bed. The first thing she does is she sits up, she like kind of squints around, and she has to like pat around her like cot or whatever looking for her glasses, and she finally finds them and she puts them on, and they're like these thick what are they called, like cork, I don't know, they're big old glasses. She's blind. No, she's not. She can't see very well. And yeah, I don't know how else to describe her.
Yeah. And then yeah, so you're kind of getting up next to you. The guy next to you, his name is Aloe. You are best friends with him. He is also getting up. You know, sunrise, the sun's gonna get in your eyes. She's mean like that, you know. He kind of gets up. He actually is like, as you guys get up, you both are surprised that Abel is like asleep. Like next to you, he never is. Mackenzie, would you like to say something?
I have a question for Sam. What's
Yes.
your name?
Oh, my name is Percy. Yeah.
So either something happened last night that he's like not currently on watch, or you don't know what.
I'm gonna poke Aloe awake
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, "Hey, what's Abel doing here?"
He's definitely like, no, let me, no.
Aloe. And I maybe like punch him like one time too hard.
He's like, oh, God, Percy. And he gets up. He's like, what?
Shh. What's your dad doing here, dude?
What do you mean? He's always here. He literally lives here.
Well, but usually he isn't like sleeping, you know?
He like takes a second and he looks. He's like, what? Did something happen? Did someone yell at him?
Oh wait, your mom's not here.
Oh my God. Did my mom die?
Probably. You should go check on that.
Oh no. He kind of like, he's still like half asleep. He's like, "Whoa!" and he's like scrambling to get out. And as he stands, you hear Abel say, "I'm not asleep. I'm just laying here. It's all right. Sometimes people lay down."
Good morning, Abel.
"Good morning, Percy." And Atla's like, "You're not dead. Oh, yes." And he's like, Abel says, "Yep, still not dead, and you're not dead either." He kind of also just sits up. He's like, "Well, that was a good half hour. Feeling refreshed, feeling good." And he looks at you two, and he's like, "All right, y'all want breakfast? What's up?"
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And he goes over to start making a little fire for everybody. You look around, Percy, you can see everyone else is also getting up at roughly the same time. What do you feed your pet?
Yee. Okay. So, I kind of have to wander around to find him. I don't really keep him like next to me at all times, but I'm kind of walking around. I'm looking for a lizard with two tails. And finally I find him. He's just like on a rock, like sunbathing. I go, Yoda, it's time for breakfast, Yoda. And
Looks at you with all the emotion of love that a lizard can give you, which is mostly like 1,000-yard stare, but like you feel it.
He makes me so happy. And then I'm gonna kind of like scoop him up, and then I'm gonna scoop him up, and then I'm gonna try to walk around and try to find like a beetle for him or something, because I'm not really good at catching flies. He kind of does that on his own, but like maybe something on the ground that I can like pick up.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and you can roll me an investigation or a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, not great. That's gonna be a 13.
13's not bad. It's not lower, you know? Yeah, no, it takes you a second. Like you're kind of like out and about, like they're like, "Food's ready," and you're just like, "I have to find a bug." Kind of like walk around like hunched over, just like looking at the ground. And you kind of like wander out a little while, like a little bit. There's like an old, like in these trees, they're a little old. You can kind of peel back some bark, and there's like a bunch of like little ants running up it. And you can find like enough bugs that Yoda is like interested in. Is like,
I'm gonna stick my hand up to him and like almost like bonk his head into the ants. Be like, eat it. Eat it.
it takes a couple bonks before he like, all those like videos of like those lizards who like take a second to like, recognize food is there, and then they always like react like a little bit too late. That's what's happening right now.
Hell yeah.
He bump his nose into a couple ants, like one like crawls all the way over him and continues all the way up. But he does get fed. Yay. And then you can make your way over to actually feed yourself, because as we all know, it's more important to feed your pets than to feed you. 100%. All right. Oh my god. This is Finn. This isn't Inky, this is Finn. So excited. Oh, they're growling at each other. Yay. All right. You kind of hear Abel is talking a little bit with Adelaide, who is kind of telling him what Venice told her about going into the city. And as you guys kind of all sit down for like a little family breakfast, the four of you, Abel tells you guys, he's like, okay, you know how we did that run in Casper, yeah? We had to go get some more supplies. Y'all got in your separate groups and whatever, and you guys did a pretty okay job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On batteries.
Yeah, you did do that. That was really good. So we're gonna do the kind of the same thing, but in Cheyenne. I got a tip that there's someone in there with information on like militant movement that might really help us later. So I'm gonna be looking for that, and I need backup for it. So that's why we're heading down here. And you two, he points at you and Aloe, he's like, you're gonna help me again, okay?
As soon as he says Cheyenne, I flip open my tour guide book and I start like researching what's in the area. And I'm like, did you guys know that you can find billy goats in that area? Like, it's really pretty. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and you can see in all your pictures, like the bustling city, like the gorgeous little downtown area, like all like just the beautiful parts of like the grassland is in Cheyenne in your book.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so he goes off to talk with Adelaide some more, and Aloe turns to you and goes, round 2, redeem ourselves from almost getting killed when we were in Casper.
Yeah!
All right.
You know, last time we went for double the supplies and we didn't quite make it, so I think this time we should go for triple the supplies.
Love it. There is no way we're gonna fail this time.
We're never gonna lose.
All right, so my plan. So you know how last time we went all like sneaky sneak? I think this time we go in guns blazing.
Yes.
You'll never suspect it.
Oh, that reminds me, I need a gun. First we find guns.
All right, so I say guns blazing. It's a figure of speech. I mean like we just like attack on sight. All right.
Yeah.
I'm talking you're throwing everything you can the second we enter the city, and I'm gonna be like shooting at people, and if anyone gets close, I'll just stab them. I think this is the perfect plan. There's literally no way this can fail.
Absolutely not.
All right.
We're so good.
We're the best. We're the best. We are literally the future. All right. Hell yeah. And as you guys are kind of like talking this over about how great y'all are gonna do this, you hear from behind you, hey guys. And from behind you, you see Branch, who is he's a couple years younger than you. He is the brother of Leaf, who owns the horse that you guys have, the horse whose name is Sharky. That's so important that we all know that the horse's name is Sharky.
Sharky.
And Branch kind of comes over. He has his little tin full of food, and he's like, did you guys do you know why we're going here? Because I feel like Abel tells you guys first before anybody, which is kind of uncool, but at the same time, like you can tell me and then I know everything too.
Oh yeah, and I show him my book and I'm like, we're gonna see these billy goats. There's like a bunch of goats.
I want a billy goat so badly.
Don't they look cool?
Oh my god, they're like cute, but also they could probably hurt you. I love that.
Yeah, right? Oh, also we're gonna like go in guns a-blazing.
That is so cool.
Isn't that the best idea?
Man, I wish I could like at like one time go on one of these runs with you guys. Me and Brent, we never ever get to go on these.
But yeah, you guys gotta like take care of the animals and stuff, right?
Like it's so much more fun to like go into a city and go, you know.
Well, that's also really hard too. So we should like switch jobs for the day. Cause like I think that'd be cool to be an animal person.
Yeah, no, it's super fun. Mostly for me, Leaf does like all the work and I mostly just like hang out, and sometimes I like pet Sharky when he wants it to like chill. But I could totally like go into like a city and like shoot people.
Oh yeah, and I could just pet Sharky.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah, no. Let's totally switch. And Al's like, I don't know. Branch, I don't know. I just feel like you're better at doing your horse thing. And Branch is like, okay. I think it'd be fun though. And Al's like, no. I think you're fine. Where you are.
Aloe, he can like try different things.
Well, I mean, like it kind of feels like he's trying to kind of take our spot as like the cool kids, and I just like kind of don't really fuck with that. Okay.
So, Aloe, I know we're like really cool, okay?
Yeah, we're literally the coolest people in this whole community. What's up?
100%. But don't you think like it's our responsibility as the cool people to like spread the cool? Like we can give it to others.
I've never thought about that before. Percy,
Everyone would love us. They'd be like, oh, please give us some cool, please. Please, I want the cool.
Percy, you're literally like the smartest person I've ever met.
You see, you didn't have to say that because I already knew it.
Ugh. He's like, you know what, Branch? I take it back. I'm gonna teach you how to be cool like me, okay? And Branch is like, this is literally all I've ever wanted. I always want to just be cool. And he's like, okay, so are we gonna do like training like before we go out today? Or, like, am I going on this run, or are we like, do I need like lessons first?
I think you probably need some lessons.
Okay, so like maybe I don't go to Cheyenne, is what you're saying.
Yeah, probably. So
Okay.
like, so we can like teach you, and then we can come back and tell. Unless that could be like your test run, but I don't know. Cheyenne's kind of like a big deal, and like you gotta be pretty freaking cool to go to Cheyenne. So
I get it. I'm not cool yet, but y'all are gonna teach me, and then I'm gonna be the coolest. And I was like, not the coolest because me and Percy are the coolest, but you'll be pretty cool.
cooler.
Yes, exactly. And Branch is like, all right, okay, yeah. And then also I can teach you guys how to pet horses like real good.
I would love that.
Trade. That's like an even trade, you know?
Yeah.
Venice, you're literally hearing all of this.
God, Venice is ready to kill these kids so they don't kill themselves. God.
You're kind of like, Venice, you're like kind of like Abel and Adelaide are like kind of like talking to you, like trying to ask like specific locations in Cheyenne, but the whole time you're hearing these stupid ass kids talk.
And every time they say something super stupid, she rolls her eyes and like flinches a little bit. Oh my God.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, Abel and Adelaide are either pretending not to notice or like tune them out, or they genuinely cannot hear what these two are saying.
Okay. Just gonna be like, are you sure? I mean, like, you do whatever you want, but are you sure that Percy and Aloe really need to go on this trip? Just wondering.
Abel kind of like chuckles and he's like, I know it's gonna be dangerous. I also think it might be a really good learning experience. And I also think that if we were to leave them behind, they would find a way to show up anyways. So I'd rather just cut out the middleman of us finding them randomly in the city and just bring them along.
You're right. Yep.
I know you kind of turn into the babysitter, and I apologize for that, but they're kids.
No, it's no. It's cool. I just like would be really upset if they died. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Baller, Percy, anything else you're doing kind of as everyone's like getting up, getting ready to move again today?
I'm gonna kind of scoot over so that Branch can come and look at the book with me and Aloe, and then bless you, and then I'm going to, this is the noisiest dog ever. I'm so sorry. He will not stop. Okay. Yeah, I scoot over and we're like doing our thing. Is there coffee at breakfast?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I want to be like sipping my coffee and like swinging my legs and reading about Cheyenne.
Hell yeah. Branch definitely is like pointing at different things that he finds cool, as you kind of like read what's going on out there. Yeah.
I find anyone walking near me, like if anyone's by me, I have to spout a fact at them. I have to tell them, hey, do you know this about Wyoming? And all that.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially with everyone getting going, like, I mean, Leaf eventually comes by to like bring Branch back over to help him like get the horse ready for the day. And he's like, all right, cool. Anyways, yeah.
Leaf,
No,
you don't care about the abundance of lizards in Wyoming?
he's like, oh no, it's definitely cool. Anyways, this horse. Gotta go. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's kind of how you're spending your morning. Word is kind of passing throughout the community that we're going to Cheyenne specifically to get information. So as everyone wakes up, that is kind of like a known fact now. We'll skip over to somebody else right now. Let's roll a d4 and see who it is. 3. Who's number 3? Aha. What I assume is probably a little ways away from everybody else is a pair of people. And Mac, could you please describe your character and what he's doing as the morning's kind of upon you now?
As the sun rises and everybody starts stirring, my character named Cormac, Cormac, has decided to stop pretending to be asleep. These last couple months, he's gotten a little bit more used to this sleeping situation, but he's not 100% there yet. Let's see. He is a tall man. I hadn't thought about him physically. Yeah. Tall man, lots of gear on him, a suspicious amount of weaponry, but so far it seems like he knows what to do with it. Yeah, so he decides to get up and feign tiredness and head over to the rest of the group and ask for coffee.
Hell yeah. You can get your coffee. There is a woman there who you have already met. Her name is Somber.
Hi, Somber.
She is only a couple years younger than you. So she, in the group, is probably closest to you in age. And she has her baby with her, who's about like a year old. She keeps care of all like the young kids who just like run around and who knows whose they are, kind of thing. But she kind of looks up. She hands you a little tin full of coffee.
Thank you.
And what do you, where do you just kind of like stand and drink? Where are you going with that?
I take a step back, so I'm assuming there's a circle around the fire.
Yeah.
I take a step back, so I'm on like an outer ring, just so I can keep everyone in view, and because I don't want anyone directly, I don't want anyone to be in anyone's direct line of sight quite yet.
All right. Cool. As you kind of step back, Somber actually gets up from where she was serving coffee. She has her own little tin, and she actually walks over to you. And she says, "How's it going, cowboy? You ready for today?"
I suppose as ready as I'll ever be. Not
Ain't
much choice. I didn't choose the date.
You're funny. Did anyone tell you that?
Not in a long time.
She kind of like, she's kind of like stares at you for a second with her coffee and just like, all right. She's like, do you want to take a seat or do you want to stand or what you doing?
I'm good to stretch my legs for now, but thanks.
All right. She just kind of stands next to you for a second, and she says, "So how do you like this here? This is like, for you to know, this is like a every other day occurrence that she tries to hang out with you."
Okay, and she's still trying.
She's really trying.
It's different than what I've been used to, but it's becoming a routine. It's a routine now, so I'm really I feel like as part of the group as I want. Yeah, it's different, but we're here.
It's been nice having you and your friend with us. Yeah, we really appreciate your company. We really do. I don't mean to sound facetious. Like, we really do. Yeah.
I look at her for a second, and instead of responding, I simply clink my cup against hers.
She like takes a second to just be like, hell yeah, love that. Yes.
I take a long sip.
You can see her as there's kind of like that lull in the conversation. You can see her kind of like watching. There's three kids running around in the morning that she somehow has eyes on all of them at the same time.
I am the exact opposite. I don't care to look at them right now.
And she kind of like takes this lull to just like keep track of them, make sure they're not making like too much of a ruckus, like running away for someone.
I do admire the fact that she can keep them all in control. But I won't tell her that.
As you guys are standing there, Abel approaches you too. And you said you're a tall man. He's just a little bit taller than you. He's a tall dude. And as he like kind of like stares you down, he like never looks like quite like happy. He always looks like calculated, you know?
I give him a slight nod in greeting and nothing more.
He looks at the two of you, and he looks to you, Cormac. He says, "We are going to Cheyenne today, and I would like for you to run backup for me."
Backup?
Backup. And this is a big thing, because you've never been invited to do anything with him before. He says, "You and your friend will both be accompanying us."
What little excitement I had has been dashed by the mention of my friend.
He's like, we'll be going out today. Prepare what you need. Yep. He just like kind of sees if you're gonna respond it anyway.
All right. Thank you for letting me know.
He nods and he goes over, presumably to tell your friend the same information.
Mhm.
And Somber kind of like takes it and she's like, okay, you're go. Are you excited? This is big.
It's something new.
I don't want to make any assumptions. I know Abel pretty well. We've known each other for a couple years now, all right? He must really trust you two if he's letting you go on a run with him this early into your time here.
I process this with another sip of my coffee, and then I ask, how long does it usually take?
She's
Offer
on a run
like this?
this important. I feel like this is I mean, Venice has been here for forever. Of course he's gonna ask Venice. That's the kind of caliber we're going with. Like, immediate family, the like leader of our guard, and like, I don't know, like top of the top, like, oh my god. Either he trusts you a lot or you're just like cannon fodder.
Do I know what this mission is yet?
Yes, you've kind of heard
Okay,
around.
got it. Okay.
I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm excited for you. I'm excited.
Thanks. I guess we'll see what happens.
Make a perception check for me.
Fuck, where's my D20? Ah, there it is. 5.
Good rolls. It's as Somber is distracted talking to you that you hear it way too late. The quick pitter patter of feet on gravel, and you kind of feel something bump into your back, and you hear a high-pitched giggle as one of those kids grab the hat off your head and fucking sprint off.
I throw what's left of my coffee in their direction.
And Somber's like, bring that back. They're gone. They're just laughing. They got it on. They bring it over.
Somber, do you know what you might be able to do in order to get that back?
They're kids.
They're kids,
Kettle.
that's mine.
She kind of like shouts after them, and they kind of like look at her like giggling, like, "Ooh, we did it. We did a bad thing." And let's see. Tell me, what are you, Dina? Tell me, what are you doing anything in their direction? Tell me what you look like. What are you doing? Yeah.
Oh. What am I doing in their direction?
Yeah. Are you doing anything besides telling Somber to get them, or?
I'm gonna start walking towards them. That's it for now. I'm hoping that they small, I big. I can just take it.
As you walk towards them, they kind of like giggle like a second. And is a girl. She's about like 11. She has your hat on, and it's way too fucking big for her. She's a child. And she's got it, and she kind of like does like the am I gonna run? Am I gonna run? And instead, she takes the hat and kind of like frisbees it towards you. Do you want to make a dex check, see if you can fucking catch it?
15.
Yeah, you can totally catch it if you want.
I catch it.
Yeah, and then they all scream again and run off. And Summer's like, yeah.
I turn around and I shoot her a look.
She's like, yeah, you're right. All right, well, it was nice chatting with you.
You as well.
And she kind of walks off towards where the kids have run off to.
I inspect my hat. Make sure it's...
They didn't plant anything in it.
Just making sure it's as distressed as I want it to look aesthetically.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. But not grimy.
Yeah, no. She's scuffed in like the perfect places where you're like, ooh, there's a story behind that one.
Yeah, I did that myself when everyone else was asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's like perfect little patches of dirt in there, you know? Just like
I apply it in the mornings.
it's like that goes there to make the scratches more believable. It's all very
Looking good, I put it back on my head.
hell yeah.
I think about a chin strap, but dispel that thought.
Anything else you're doing?
I'm gonna go ask if I can refill my coffee.
Yeah. You kind of go back over, the kettle's just kind of going. You can feel free, you know? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's see who we got next. Ooh, all right. Meanwhile, Dina.
Hi.
Why don't you just describe your character and what she's doing as Cormac kind of walks off?
Am I awake yet?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. So, what I'm doing, should I like describe what I look like or
Yes.
Okay, so everyone, my name is Dot, D-O-T. I'm like average height, I'd say, and I've got two little French braids going back and then down, kind of like Jessie style from Toy Story, but not red, but like brown. And I've got like these cool ass Kim Possible cargo pants, but like my midriff is not showing. And then I've got like, excuse me, I've got this long-ish sleeve, but it's like the kind of shirt. And then like this really cool belt that has like that's got like a little fanny pack situation, but it's a big fanny pack. And that fanny pack has its own strap that fits around my thigh. It's really cute. And I've got this huge ass rucksack that I just like carry around. And I use that as a pillow. And it's like a Mary Poppins bag. Think of it as that. It's just got everything. So that's what I look like, and my name is Dot. Sorry, my dog's getting yelled at right now. So I wake up, blah blah blah. I go over to the fire. Jesus Christ, he's being good. So I'm gonna get some coffee too, but I'm gonna like sip on it because I don't know if I don't think I like it, but everyone else is drinking it, so I think I have to drink it. So I like I'll sip it, but then kind of like want to spit it out, but I don't because I don't want to be rude.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just like hang out there for a little bit and warm up my feetsies. I don't know if it's cold, but it's like a thing I like to do. That's what I'm doing.
Definitely. It's kind of, you take your sips, you can see Cormac is talking with Somber. Who knows what the fuck's going on over there, you know?
Yeah. I keep my eye on it, but I'm like, whatever.
You do at some point see Abel approach Cormac and talk to him. Looks like very serious for a second.
Mm.
And then he kind of like nods, and then he turned towards you and is beginning to like walk over to you.
I'm like not sure if I just like keep drinking my coffee, act like I don't see him, but like I don't know if I'm supposed to like walk up to him because I know he's coming to me, or do I just like wait there? So I'm like, that's what I do until he comes over.
Yeah, he walks over to you. He stops in front of you. He's like, Dot, I'm sure you've heard we are going to Cheyenne for a supply run. I would like you to run back up for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions, concerns, you can ask me or Adelaide. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool. Does Cormac get to come with, or is it
oh yeah, no. He's also inviting.
okay? Cool. I like to stay with him.
I figured.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's exciting.
All right.
All right.
We'll be leaving kind of shortly, so
Okay.
whatever you need.
Yeah, I'll just down this cup right here.
Okay.
Okay.
And he kind of turns to walk away. Fucking, you nailed that one, bro. You nailed it.
And then I want to vomit right after, so I'm like, heart. Ouch.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
My brain.
what are you doing after he tells you that?
I'm gonna go over to Cormac and I'm gonna punch his arm, like act like we're bros or whatever.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
So I was talking to Somber.
She was talking to me.
Ah. Why weren't you talking back?
I was talking.
I saw they took your hat. Is it still aesthetically pleasing to you?
I have it back now.
I know, I see that. It's on your head.
Yeah, yeah, it's mine. It's great. It's great. Everything's great.
Why are you so grumpy this morning?
It's because it's morning.
Oh my god, get over yourself.
So, I hear you're coming with us today.
I guess so. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling as much as I'm feeling. I don't know. I'm excited. I just hope I don't I don't know. I just hope it goes smoothly, I guess. IDK.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
Oh, stop. You're too sweet. Same. Ditto. Oh my gosh. Cool.
Dot, as you're talking to Cormac, you look over, kind of just like scan the area. You can see the cart where Leaf and Branch are taking care of Sharky. You can see at the back of the cart there are two more people. And one of them, his name is Argo. He kind of like catches your eye and waves at you. Kind of in like a...
Like, come here.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
ever so...
my
It's like, hey, come here.
Oh, I'm gonna just like walk over, like, kind of sure, like, okay.
Like in the middle of your conversation, or do you like end your conversation?
I'm just like, okay, I'll talk to you when we leave. Yeah. That was all I had to say. I just wanted to check in. Okay, cool. I'll go over.
Yeah, and you see Argo, and he is kind of standing at the back of the cart, and inside the cart is another a girl. Her name is Katori. And they are going through the medical supplies that you guys have just kind of like loaded for the whole community.
Okay.
And Argos is like, oh, hey Dot, how's it going? Good morning. Katori pretends to ignore you in the back of the car, like she does not look up at all. As
Does
you
she
walk.
not like me? Can I roll for that?
Well, you can roll some insight.
Okay. Katori, do you like me? It's a 13?
She really hasn't talked to you at all. Like,
Oh.
unless she had to. You think that she probably just doesn't trust you at all.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. I guess I'll deal with it.
Argo kind of looks at you, he's like, I saw Abel was talking to you. What was he saying? It was about like today's like big ol' thing we're doing?
Yeah, Cormac and I gotta go, so
You guys get to go?
quit. Yeah.
Like, you see Katori stop what she's doing for like a second, just like and then continue on.
Oh gosh, okay. So yeah, I guess we're gonna go. We just told Cormac and I that we gotta join him, or that he'd like us to. Obviously we're gonna go, because like,
You can't say no to him, you know? You can't say
right,
no.
yeah. So yeah,
No,
so I guess we're gonna go.
that is super cool. I'm so happy for you guys. I mean, this is like a big old thing. I mean, from what I've heard, like, you know, just like around, you know, people talking this morning, this is like a real like dangerous one. So like that's really cool that he's like having you guys go with him.
We're probably disposable.
uh,
I punch his arm a little lightly because I'm like, ha, it's a joke.
no, he's like, since you've been here, Argo's been like nothing but nice to you.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Love it.
He's like, well, I mean, since you're going, I kind of wanted to talk to you since you're also kind of like, you know, some, you know, medicine, some first aid. We were just kind of going through inventory. If you find anybody in Cheyenne who's like trading for medical supplies, you're just kind of looking for like what we might need.
Okay.
At the moment, we're looking for if they got like gauze, like the real kind, because right now we're kind of down to like fabric strips again, not like the good stuff.
Yeah.
If you find anyone with like antiseptic, like at all, like I know it's hard, but like maybe.
Okay.
We're like honestly not doing that bad, which is nice for like once. But yeah, if you can find like those two specifically, obviously if you can find anything, pick it up. You know, it's never bad to have too much. Yeah, that's kind of like what we're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just those two things?
Those ones specifically, those are the ones we're like really running low on.
Okay. Cool. I'll keep my eye out for that then.
Awesome. Thank you. You're the best.
I know. Anyway. Well, yeah, I'll keep my eye out for that and see what I can get that's in that area.
Awesome. I'm excited for you, dude. I'm really excited. I'm sure you're gonna show them both. You're gonna show them how cool you are, how like dependable you are, and like it's gonna be great. I'm sure it's gonna be a clean run through Cheyenne. Yeah.
I hope it goes nice, because that'd be kind of scary.
Yeah. Heard some bad things about that place. I kind of had to pass through here on my way to get here in Wyoming. But like, it's not great. It's not great. It's like full of militants. It's like a whole like base. Like they're like in contact with like big people. You know, it's not good there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, I heard they literally have like a whole like wanted like board of like people like rebels that like did bad things. They like know, and they have like descriptions. It's crazy. And like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I think I saw it. It freaked me out a lot. I just kept walking by. I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't look at any of them? Huh.
No,
Okay.
no.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what if we knew someone that they were looking for? Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be insane. I mean, if someone was known enough by like the militants that like they have like a whole wanted poster for them, they must be like super dangerous, super scary. Like,
Right.
ugh.
That's freaky. Could you imagine? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, I mean, like I know Abel like ran around with that kind of group like a while ago, but like it's been like a really long time since
Right.
he did
Right.
that. Like he's definitely like calmed down, you know?
Right. And he's like good at least. So like
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows?
Like,
That maybe most of those people are actually like not bad. Like and they're not scary. We just don't like know them and like the militants just made them out to be like really crazy.
I mean, like probably there's like a propaganda like, hey, watch out for this person. They're probably just trying to like feed their family or something stupid like that, you know?
Right? Kind of like Jean Valjean, huh?
Yeah, him. I know that reference.
Okay. Well, cool. Then I'll just stop and look at that because I wonder like what I don't know. I haven't seen many people, so I like kind of want to. What do other people look like now? You know,
Mm-hmm. Oh
Be
yeah,
excited.
definitely.
See some pictures. Cool.
Cool. Yeah. You know, I'm rooting for you. We'll be right back here. You know, waiting for you guys to come back. Me and
Fingers
Katori, we have your back. Okay, we believe in you. And
Thank
you
you.
look at Katori, and she 100% does not hold that sentiment in her eyes. You need to roll an insight check to know that this bitch could not care less if you died.
22, bitch.
Dude, she like probably didn't even fucking learn your name for like the first 3 months that you were here.
I hold nothing against her. I think I like everyone here just because I'm trying to fit in. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll see you guys later.
As you begin to walk away, you do hear like a hey. And Katori has actually chased after you just like a little bit. Just like a little bit. Not like, you know, not like desperately or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she has a little kind of like wrap of a couple items that she hands to you. And she says, fabric strips, painkiller, aloe for burns. Here. And she just kind of sends it your way.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you don't need it.
Me too. You know, that'd be good because then we can save it and use it for like when we really need it.
Okay.
Thank
And then she
you.
leaves.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
All right. Anything else you're doing in the morning?
Nah.
All right. Well,
Just-
there's only.
Yeah. I'm good.
All right. Cool. Well, there's only one person left to introduce. So, Michaela, would you like to introduce your character, describe what they look like, and what they're doing at the moment?
Sure, yeah. So my name is Letty. I'm like mid-20s-ish. I'm pretty tall, mild to moderately tall, like 5'10"-ish. I've got kind of a little bit longer hair, dark black, half up, half down. The top half's in a cute little bun. I've got my cute ass overalls on, or I'm pulling them on as we're waking up. Put my little plant in the front pocket, tie my Converse. And then since I've kind of caught wind as I'm making my way towards the coffee that there's something big going on, I decide that I want to like sit down and take a look at all my arrows and look at my bowstring and like go through all my stuff and just make sure we got all the stuff we need, everything's situated, ready to go. So I kind of get my coffee, grab some breakfast, and I wander my way over to Venice and I plop down and I start like whipping out my arrows and going like, hey, heard we're going on a crazy adventure today to Cheyenne. Is it, you been there before?
Yeah, you could say that.
You, how screwed are we? 1 to 10.
What?
How
Oh,
intro?
what are we?
How
What?
can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm blacked out.
Okay. So I'm like, hey, how screwed are we? Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
um, I mean, it's been a while since I've been there, but if there's anywhere to find some trouble, it's there. There's a very good chance that this is not going to be good.
Yikes. Okay. Is there? I'm sure you've already chatted with people about this, but is there anything we should be looking out for, like off guard, that's different than any other city? Maybe we should different groups of people around.
There's going to be a lot more militants, and they're not going to ask questions.
We ready for this? We got this. Go team. Heck yeah! And I go in for a fist bump.
Venice like stares at you for like a hot second and then just like begrudgingly.
Sounds great. I'm sharpening my knife and making sure my arrows are a-okay, checking out my bowstring and sipping on coffee, just awaiting the adventure to come.
Dude, hell yeah. Um, yeah, you kind of like finished your breakfast. Everyone's kind of like packing up everything from the night, you know, collapsing any tents if they had them, also just like rolling up like sleeping bags and such. You're kind of making way over back to your little area that you've been sleeping. And you hear from the side, you just like morning, Letty. And you see Leaf taking care of his horse. Sharky, the horse.
Sharky.
Turkey.
And he's like, hey, could you help me out really quick? Can you grab my hoof pick? It fell off the cart. Can you just grab it for me? It's like right next to your foot.
Grab the hoof pick, hand it over, give Sharky a good pat.
Hell yeah. He's like, hey, what's up? Are you excited to do this run? You excited?
Yeah, I hope we can get some good information. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking going into a really big city. You never quite know what you're going to face. But I think the last couple of months and the last city run that we did went fairly well. So I think we're as ready as we could be for this.
Yeah. I mean, apparently you did really well with that Casper run that you're just kind of like on the team now, you know. That's cool. Very,
Yeah.
no, I'm proud of you, Letty. I'm proud of you.
Aw, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. You know, pew pew pew, you know, get them. I appreciate it. And thanks for taking such good care of Sharky here. They're lovely. I love them. Very
Oh yeah. Good old Sharky. Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
15.
15. You can kind of tell that Leaf is definitely pissed about something.
Mm.
And he's definitely like shooting glances like around the camp, just kind of like at like everyone who you know is going, just like kind of like eyeing them like he doesn't know if anyone here should actually be going.
Mm. So how are you doing today? What you got on your mind?
Well, Abel's got me. I'll be on radio while you guys are out there. So if you guys are about to die, just call us so we know. That's cool. You know, excited to hear you guys' last words. Ha! That was bad. I'm sorry.
We'll try and make it a joke. It'll be great.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely give me a knock knock joke for your last words. I think it'd be really funny.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Do you
know,
know about this place that we were going to?
I haven't been there like myself. I mean, I've heard just like around that it's not great, that it's really like kind of like a lockdown sort of situation.
Mm.
A lot of people who go there to work and then they just are there now. There's no way to like get out of that. And that
Sure.
I don't know, they supply a lot of the kind of militants for this whole area.
Right.
So like that's fun that we're sending like half of our community in there. I don't,
Yeah.
do you think it? I mean, maybe I don't know because I'm just like a horse guy, but like, don't you think there's like kind of like a big group to send in there? Like, I feel like I trust him, but like, what's Abel thinking? What's he thinking?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a hard line between enough people to face what might come and too many to sneak by anything. And I think there's some important information that we can get out of this, but I don't know. It's hard to weigh if that information is worth risking our lives for. Of all the time that I've been with Abel, he hasn't really steered us wrong. I kind of have to believe him. There's just, he knows best, and it's worked out in the past.
You're right. You're right, Letty. You're right. I believe in you guys. You're gonna do great. You know, if you're in there, grab what you can. You know, leave no witnesses and such. And we'll be here to back you guys up if things go like real bad. You know.
Is there anything that you want me to keep a special eye out for you?
Nah. We're fine, you know? We're fine. Anything for the betterment of this community. Whatever.
Cool.
You
I
know.
found this really cool rock earlier. If you wanted to take a look at that, maybe it's brighten your day a little bit, can be like a good luck charm kind of thing. It's really shiny, you know how it is.
Yeah, I'll take that wrong.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Grab some kind of like. Yep. Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
Yep, Letty. Yeah. Do good out there.
All right, will do. Keep you posted.
All right. Hell yeah. Let me scroll down my notes. So it's kind of like everyone's basically packed up. It's kind of time to head off again. You still have a couple hours away from the city. So looking at the trek a little bit. Yeah, kind of. It's time to start a walk-in again. What's kind of like your average, like, I don't know, I don't want to say like marching order because that sounds like I'm about to throw you guys into initiative, and I'm not, I promise. But like, where do you guys kind of line up in this whole like little wagon situation?
I try to stay near the back.
Hell yeah.
I'm kind of
Oh, towards the front.
I like to be towards the back, towards Cormac, but in front of him so that I can randomly just stop and do like the trust pose thing and just to make sure he's watching.
I keep debating, what if next time I just keep walking? But I never do.
And I know that. Sorry. But yeah.
Percy.
Where's everyone else? Or go behind Venice with Aloe.
Venice
Ugh.
definitely first and Aloe right behind you. Like, I assume the whole time making games, you know.
The entire time I'm walking tour guide up, like reading and walking at the same time.
Felipe.
Oh my god. Venice is not thrilled, but she doesn't say anything.
Yeah, you guys walk. You can walk for a couple hours. Nothing really eventful is happening. Like, you guys are in the part of Wyoming that's just straight up just black. There's like literally nothing happening there, which was really fun. At least in Casper they had like mountains in like the distance that were like kind of pretty to look at. but like it's now just flat time. During this time, Adelaide delegates some foraging to go out. So she has Letty and Venice. You can each grab one person and go out foraging, see what you can get. Mostly looking for just like plants and shit, but like if you can find like, you know, wild game, she's like, grab it. It's never gonna hurt. But yeah, basically, who are we gonna take?
Shit.
I'm gonna grab Dot.
Shit. I was gonna grab Dot. All right. I guess I'll take Cormac. I'll take Cormac, but like, I'm not gonna say anything.
I understand and go along with it.
I feel like we both appreciate that.
And we admire each other for it.
Yeah.
Letty and Dot, or more specifically Letty, like what do you think you're looking for specifically? And then based on that, I'm gonna have you roll a check to see how well you guys do.
Can I cast a spell that I have called Goodberry, where I find 10 berries that I can hang on to for 24 hours that heal 1 heart point each?
Dude, hell yeah. Can you still roll me an investigation or perception check?
Yeah.
And why don't you tell me how you're gonna help Letty out? Because like the spell technically doesn't exist. Letty's just really good at finding berries.
Yeah. Can I be like, wow, there's some circles hanging off that bush.
Do you think they're edible?
Maybe try one. I don't know.
I pop one.
Roll a d20 for me.
Just straight.
Yeah, both of you.
Okay. Oh, I got an 11, so
I got an 8.
hope you don't get itchy.
Got some Benadryl in that bag there.
Maybe.
You're able to grab a bunch of berries. It's, you know, it's not gonna be like a full meal of berries, but like it's enough that like everyone can get a couple, you know.
Are there more? Is it because we can't physically carry them, or is it because there's just not that much?
There's just not that much.
Okay.
You get the 10 that the like spell requires.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lit
Cool.
berries. Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, berry bros.
What time of the year is it, perchance?
It is.
Like,
What
which season?
Are there still seasons?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
It's yes, but
It's winter.
it's definitely getting cold.
Are there apple trees around? Do they still exist?
With a 13, there isn't.
Can I roll again? Because now I'm looking for one because I'm using my big brain.
Hey, I just turned the fan on. Is that too loud for you guys?
What?
No. I don't know.
Yeah, why don't you roll just a straight d20 for me for apple?
18! Please.
With an
Roll
8,
for apple.
with an 8, you can find an apple tree. It doesn't have like a lot of apples. You can probably get like 3 to 5.
Can we reach them?
You want to give me an acrobatics check to see if you can
Oh boy.
yourself? Letty, if you want to, you can give her the help action. You could roll with advantage. Dot.
I got a 23.
You can give her the help action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Letty basically lifts you onto her shoulders, just like.
I get to roll again though.
Yep, roll with advantage.
A 14.
14. That's not bad. You can get a couple apples. Yeah, you can fill up like you can get like one like armful You know?
Can I carry them like in my shirt? Like,
Yes, 100%.
okay, then I'm gonna do that.
Oh yeah, dude. All right.
Cool.
That's
Baller.
what we can bring back. Venice, what are you and Cormac doing?
Dennis, what are you doing?
I suppose looking for animals to just slaughter. But Venice would also be looking for like, I don't know if there's any sign of like other people traveling this area that dropped like something, you know.
That latter
Should
part
definitely
doesn't
know
even
that.
cross my mind. I'm just like searching for livestock.
That's fair.
Cool. So Cormac, you can roll a straight d20, and depending on your roll, you'll give advantage to Venice.
Great.
Oh,
Just straight D20.
Yeah.
Nat 1.
Okay. Dennis, as you head out with Cormac, how often do you think you take him out to do foraging with you?
not very often at all.
Yeah. It's like somehow he's always just looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah. My hand, I have my pistol out and I just keep my finger on the trigger.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, might have a cat fight on my bed. We're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Oh, cool.
Cool. So you can roll your own. You can roll an investigation check or perception check, just straight. No advantage.
Okay.
Gain
13.
13. You can find like a hare running across a rabbit.
Cool. Can I like hit it with my staff? That's how you kill rabbits, right?
I thought you were like, I'm gonna punch the rabbit.
I have my sights set on a rock that I think might be a bird.
Hell yeah. You're like those pointer dogs that like are like bred for hunting. You're like going after a rock right now.
Yeah, and I'm considering punching it.
And let's go ahead and just roll an attack roll for me.
Okay. Like a quarterstaff attack roll, like
rabbit, yeah.
Yeah. Regan! A natural 20 plus 5 to hit, so 25.
First nat 20 of the game.
Woo! Yeah!
Well, Cormac finds out that he just punched a rock. You creep so silent.
Can I roll for damage?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a d4. And Venice, you fucking just so quickly. The rabbit does not feel any pain.
3.
You take 3 points of fucking. You just broke your fucking knuckles, you idiot. So quickly, you kill this rabbit. Perfectly, no pain. It's just dead.
Good.
Yeah, you are able to get one nice juicy rabbit.
Awesome.
I found a rock to crush its bones.
I'm holding this rabbit by the feet and just like turn around to see Cormac punching a rock. Like, all right, great.
Knuckles bleeding.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can make your way back to the group. You have to pick up pace a little bit just to catch up to them. But yeah, you bring it back. They look pretty happy with what you guys brought back. Argo he approaches you, Cormac. He's like, "Do you want me to bandage your hand?"
Yeah, but not in front of everybody, okay?
Okay. He goes to the back of the group. You guys kind of like stand in a spot where he just like wraps your hand. And he's like, I'm not gonna ask how you did this, but
I got in a huge fight with a bear. There was a bear. Do you know what a bear is? There was a bear.
I know what a bear is.
It got away. I had to throw a rock at it. And then the rock hit me in the hand.
It wasn't the bear that hurt you?
Bear couldn't touch me.
All right, buddy. And he kind of like pats you on your shoulders, like,
I wince.
he's like, try not to hurt yourself again.
I thank them for the patch up.
Yeah, it'll be fine, you know? Yeah, I'll just ask generally, especially for Percy, kind of, as you guys you're up along this 2 hours, anything else specifically you want to do? Just say, hi, Oli.
Hi, Oli.
Anything else anybody wants to do specifically as you guys walk? It's about like a 2-hour walk.
I would like to taste test one of the berries.
All right.
As I eat berries. Okay.
Ooh.
Bro, it's good. It's
I'm
good.
a method actor, baby.
I wanna try and find another cool rock.
Only an investigation check.
All right. I got you.
I now have a vendetta against rocks.
That's you.
Can I roll investigation for a cool rock?
You
Yeah.
can. You can.
Cool.
I got us. Oh, actually. Oh. God damn it. Where is it? I got a dirty 20.
Yeah.
So I get a rock?
Letty, you spend time like you're trying to like, you know, be kind of professional as you're walking, but the whole time you're like, huh? Rock? And Dot, you kind of like can see this happening. You're like, what is she looking for? And you look down and you see the most gorgeous rock.
I pick it up and I give it to Letty.
Oh my goodness.
I saw you're looking for a rock and I was like, wow, that's cool. She likes rocks.
They, you know what? They really rock. So. Thanks.
Yeah. Anytime. I've got good eyes.
You know what they say about Dot? Has good eyes.
Jot that one down.
Okay.
Anyone else do anything specifically?
No.
No.
No thoughts, head empty.
I'm just loving this dog happening.
Just vibes.
Just vibing, just walking and vibing. All right. It's almost midday. And the first thing that you can see of the city is a concrete wall, and on the top is some curled barbed wire.
I muttered with Dot, another fucking wall.
These damn walls, I tell you.
As you guys kind of get a little bit closer, you can also see slightly past, like inside this walled off area, you can see a couple towers inside, and you can see movement of large vehicles inside as well. And the first thing that you can see of Cheyenne is that military base that they have. And as it kind of comes into view, all of you see this easily. And Abel stops the group and kind of just like nervous, like as nervous as he can get, as he's like very composed. But you just like know this guy is like, yeah, shit. He kind of is like, all right, we'll move off the road here, and we'll park the cart, and we'll make this kind of our base to retreat to if we have to. Yeah, and he starts to kind of lead everybody off road a little bit. Yeah. I'm just looking at my notes. And as everyone kind of sets up, he motions for everybody who's going to be going with him kind of over so they can have a little talk before we go in. So that is the 5 of you, Aloe, and Adelaide. That's everybody going. Abel kind of is just kind of explaining what's going on. He explains to you all that he heard from a masked merchant in a different city that there is someone in Cheyenne who's giving out information on militant movement and placement, like where they will be sending like reinforcement troops to like bolster like a different city, so we can know what cities to avoid next or which ones we can still go to, or like at what time we should be going to these. Keep like knowing all of this is going to keep your group out of danger, but also you'll be able to inform anybody who comes across you guys, like any revolutionaries or just people who also you'll benefit from this knowledge. You'll be able to warn them as well, which is like you find from him, it seems to be an extremely important point to him personally as he says that. Yeah, as he starts talking over kind of like a game plan. He says that Cheyenne is basically occupied by militants. There are at this point 2 roads in, one that's going to go right past this military base, which is the quicker way in and the more normal way into the city, or there's kind of a riding road that goes way out and around, which is going to keep you out of sight, but is not the normal way into the city, and people who see you enter that way are already going to know something's up, sort of thing. So he's kind of asking you guys like what you guys think is the smarter idea. There are people enter the city because there is work here. People will be employed by this base to work as like manual labor or engineering. So like people do regularly enter the city, so it's not like crazy that you guys would just like walk in. But they normally go through this one entrance, but that's like not super safe if anybody like thinks y'all are up to something, you know. But he kind of looks at you guys and he kind of asks what the group thinks is the wise decision.
Yeah, I think we've all collectively agreed that the best tactic would be to go in the normal way, guns a-blazing. Right, Aloe?
Hell yes. We've definitely thought it over, and we think that if we show up and show them what's what, we'll just kind of take the city by force. How about that?
We just gotta intimidate the crap out of them, you know?
By force?
Yeah.
Okay, let's think about how many of us there are and how many of them there are.
Yeah, we thought about it.
It's a valid point.
You don't think that we could split the group up or say that we're here for work and then just try and get in and out as conspicuously as possible? Are we trying to overthrow the city, or are we trying to just get some info?
Definitely not trying to overflow the city.
This is the most any of you have heard me say.
He kind of like looks surprised at you and like, oh shoot, I guess he's saying some words now, but totally agree with you. We gotta sneak our way in there. This is not a guns a-blazing thing.
The entire time the kids are talking their dumb shit, I'm just staring at fucking Abel, like, this is why. This is why they should not be here.
Yeah. Percy, anything you want to say about that? Because Alan looks, he's like, he hadn't considered the thought that this idea might be stupid. He's like, huh.
You can kind of see the numbers going like through Percy's brain, like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. You know, she kind of like pulls Al aside. They might be right.
I don't want to admit that though. I feel like that's admitting defeat. If we see
I know,
the
but
okay.
See, we're kind of outnumbered here, so I think we're gonna go with the majority here.
Yeah. Even though our plan was literally foolproof, we'll go with whatever the majority says.
So, yeah.
What do you guys think? And Abel's like, I love to see learning right in front of me.
Would I have insight as to like what the better choice is?
There's just mostly pros and cons to either. You think maybe for you specifically, walking right past the military base might not be great, but overall, the group might look better entering the normal way.
Yeah. Okay.
Will Venice be recognized or no?
Sorry.
Will Venice be shut up? Will Venice be recognized?
You don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
Do like a perception check to see if there might be a way that we could maybe get in the front door without being super obvious about it, or see if maybe splitting into two groups would be the safer option.
Why don't you roll me a general wisdom check or history check?
All right.
Was that everyone or just Michaela?
It'll be just Michaela.
Got a 9.
9.
Yeah.
You, from your own knowledge, you think that a big group going through the main gate, not good. Maybe smaller groups, less like noticeable or just easier to just like gloss over. You don't know anything about how like the back entrance works really.
Guys, what if we split up into smaller groups when we're going in, and then maybe meet up when we're inside the city? Someone goes first, waits a couple minutes, that kind of thing.
That's not a bad idea.
Might be easier to
We're
convince
less like
people that we're like here for work and stuff.
yeah. Big groups are a lot more suspicious than just a couple people, so splitting up into two groups is probably a good choice.
Abel's like, okay, so are we going in the front entrance, or are we going to try to go around the back? The back will probably have less militants, of course.
I think at least one group should go in the front entrance, and maybe a second group should go in the back.
I concur.
I like that idea.
Maybe our stealthy folks can try and sneak in the back and see if we can avoid as much detection as we can. And the most like average or safe looking individuals can go in the front. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd definitely love to sneak in the back.
Me too.
All right.
So.
Okay, who's going in the back door? All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Abel will also raise his hand. He'll kind of lead that one if he needs to.
Okay.
Is
And
this
everyone
central?
else goes in the front.
Mm.
Yeah, is there like a building that we can see somewhere that we could be like, let's meet here?
Yeah, there's like you can see like some taller buildings. Like we'll say, you guys can kind of see like a taller building with like a black roof. It's very squared, but it's very visible from basically everywhere. You can just meet around there if you need to.
Yeah. Why don't we do that?
Yeah, let's do it. Go team. Break.
Wildcats, get your head in the game.
All right. So everyone who's going in the back door can. You guys can make me a stealth check. Never going in the front door can make a deception check or a performance, whatever one you want.
I got a 23.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I got a 10.
I got a 16.
I also got a 16.
Oh, hey, did you want us to type our numbers in the chat?
I mean, if you want to.
Okay.
I mean, you did it.
Oh, my bad.
Does it matter if we rolled for perception or perception, persuasion, or deception?
Doesn't really matter.
Okay, then I rolled for. Yeah.
I thought it was performance.
Yeah.
I'm +1 on any of these anyway, so.
Performance or deception.
I have the same modifier for any of these, so.
Cool. You guys like overall do pretty well. Venice, as you enter the back with your kind of shitty roll, you do feel eyes on you immediately when you enter the city.
Sorry.
Did you hear
What?
that? Yeah?
No.
Okay.
No.
As you enter, you just like feel like everybody who's already there is immediately looking at you. You don't know if they actually are, if you're just being paranoid.
I'm gonna like take like a handkerchief or something out of my bag and like do a little COVID-19 mask situation. Yeah.
100%. Cool. Everybody who passes through the back, you kind of just enter the city, like it goes from like this dirt road that's in the back, and then there's like remnants of houses, and then you're kind of like in what used to be like a neighborhood area. And then as you kind of make your way more into the city, you see more like industrial buildings, more like buildings that used to be stores and stuff. Everyone who enters in the front, all right. Everyone who enters in the front, you see, you kind of have to follow along this huge concrete wall to the entrance of the city. There's no like gate or anything. There's just a hole where the wall isn't. And you aren't alone as you walk in. You can see there's some people just kind of like hanging out next to the wall. They kind of like look at you as you go by, but they don't do anything. They look like just average people as far as you can tell. And you also just kind of enter the city. But you can see like as you pass by this huge wall, I mean like you can see there's like guards like up on top of the wall, kind of like looking down on you guys. It's definitely like not like a friendly, welcoming city.
I lower the brim of my hat.
Sounds good. You look really cool now. Yeah,
That
you got
wasn't the intended effect, but it did cross my mind.
um and then so yeah, you guys all kind of make it to the city. You take a little second to meet back up. Would you guys all make me a survival check? A group survival check.
18.
19.
4? Dina just died on the way back.
You're right. You're right. No, I got a 22. But I guess you're not wrong.
But overall, pretty good. You guys can find your way to that meeting spot very quickly. As you guys kind of wander the streets, it's weird. You think there's like a lot of people out on the streets, more than you would expect for like midday here. And maybe you just imagined the city wrong. Like maybe you thought like, oh, I thought it was like more locked down than this, than just like people kind of like wandering, going into buildings. Like maybe they just like live here. But that's definitely like a thing that you all notice, is that there's like quite a number of people just out and about.
When we were entering the city, did we notice anyone leaving?
No.
Ominous.
Yeah, you guys meet back up at the building.
Did anybody see us get in the building?
Did you guys go in the building?
Do we go? Hey, should we go in the building?
What
I
building?
thought we
is
were
it?
just like meeting here.
I didn't know if we were
Just to-
being in a building.
Do you know where the informant is that we're looking for?
Yeah, where are we meeting?
At this building right now, and Abel says, I can lead us there right now. Yeah, he he's definitely like looking around like a lot. Like he's probably just really fucking paranoid being here. But anyone who wants to can roll an insight check.
Since everyone else rolls, I'm gonna let them take it for right
Huh.
here.
You might
Sick.
want to because we didn't do too hot.
I got a
Okay. I'll roll.
Was my 7 the highest? That's bad.
I got a dirty 18.
Hey.
You're saving us.
So
I'm at this out. And sorry.
Dot, you're the one who kind of gleans this from Abel. He's paranoid, like he's a paranoid person. You get the sense as he's looking around, he's looking for something specific. And it's a little weird he didn't actually tell you as he's like leading you guys deeper into the city. It is weird that he didn't tell you, like, not the address, but like what the actual building you're looking for is.
Can I
That-
like go up to him and like his shoulder or something and be like, "Hey, where are we going? What are you looking for? So we can help you."
And he says, "Nope, it's okay. I'll lead us all there. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, Dot.
Are you sure?
I'm sure, Dot. I am."
I just thought
You're concerned. Yeah, he begins to lead you guys deeper into the city. Hell yeah. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark.
The deeper we get, the more nervous and uncomfortable Venice is.
Yeah, it's especially the deeper you go, like the more you can't see like the outer like wall of the city. It's unsettling being like in a city space as you guys are very used to just like being out kind of in the open. And there are like a lot of people around. Like obviously not like a lot like how we as like real people would like consider like a lot, but like even like everyone who went to like Casper, like there weren't like people who were just like chilling on street corners like normally, but there's like just like people hanging out here, and that's weird.
How do they look clothing wise? Like, do they look disheveled, or do they?
They do look kind of disheveled. They mostly look like how you guys look. Like nothing about them really stands out. Um, if you would like to, everyone here, if you want to, can make a perception check.
6.
6.
18.
Hey.
What do your elf eyes see?
18.
10. Yeah.
Venice and Percy. Oh, let's actually hold on. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay. Uh, Venice and Percy. As you guys kind of like make your way deeper in, all of these people, they like the more you pass, the more you notice that as you walk by, they are following you, like with their eyes. Like, yeah, of course, you guys are like moving through, and they like are looking at you, but you kind of begin to think that you're maybe seeing the same people as you guys are like kind of like twisting through. You think that you're probably getting tailed and people are keeping an eye on you.
Like the same people that are also walking, or just like we're seeing the same face on people that are just like hanging out on the street?
Like a little bit of both. Like you're seeing like you're passing someone and a couple minutes later you swear you see that same person now just like chilling somewhere else watching you. And there are, after a while, you think you have people just straight up just following you.
I'm gonna get close to Abel and kind of whisper like, I don't feel so good about this.
He's like, yeah, I don't either.
I'm gonna give if I see any kids or young people, like one of the apples that we found, just to see if it's the same people and if that kid might have the apple next time we see them.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. You don't really see any children per se. You see like young people, like teenagers, but you don't see like children out here.
I give one of them the apple.
They look very thankful for it. Yeah, they take it. As you walk, you don't see that for a while, but eventually you see an apple core on the ground in front of you.
Y'all, this is cool. I kind of tell Abel, like, hey, gave that kid an apple a while back, and we see it here again. Do you have any idea what's going on? Why are we seeing the same people again?
Abel kind of like looks around. He reaches over and lightly touches Adelaide's wrist. And she, in turn, takes Aloe's hand, and they peel off from the group.
Okay.
Hello?
Percy?
And he kind of like he's continuing to walk. You guys are still walking. And he kind of like moves his way over next to you, Venice. He says, okay, listen. We're obviously being followed. You should find the building with fabric at the entrance. It's white, it's right next to the airport. It's on the west side. Find it, we'll meet you there. I'm taking Dot with me.
Why?
Would I know where that building is, or at least like could I get directly to it?
You know exactly where the airport is.
Okay.
And the west side, you know that area. Not super well, but you sure you could find it.
Okay.
Because I will meet you there as soon as I can.
I kind of look at him like, what the fuck? But I eventually nod my head and just kind of go.
He makes his way back. He kind of like stops like a little bit and like looks around. And Dot, as you walk past him, he says, "Come with me."
Okay. I'm trying just to like keep cool. I just go.
All right, and you guys take off a different direction from everybody else.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing?
We kind of the remainder bunch are closer together. I think just make sure that we're all aware of where the other ones are.
Alarms are going off
Wait.
in my head.
Wait. Am I alone, or am I like now leading the group?
We're now leading the group of everyone here.
Okay. Cool.
Anyone can make
Got it.
I'm worried for Dot, but I feel in good hands with Venice.
Can I
Okay.
try to grab Abel's hand as he walks away?
You can. What are you trying to do with it?
I just want to snag him and ask him what's going on.
As you do, you grab his hand. It's not hard to do, you know. He squeezes it back, kind of like it as like a reassurance, and he says, "You have to trust me, okay?
Why are you leaving me?
I'm gonna meet up with you soon. It's not gonna."
I'm gonna just squeeze Percy's hand, and just to get her to like keep walking. Like, we gotta go.
Okay. I make eye contact with Aloe, knowing that this is kind of scary now that I'm not with him, and just kind of watch him walk away.
Anyone here can make an insight check if they'd like to.
Who has the radio at this point, like the walkie-talkie?
It's probably either Adelaide or Venice. Venice, if you want that radio, or Adelaide.
Sure, I guess.
Got a 19.
I got a 17.
Got 12.
Sorry, who got? All of you can recognize that was really fucking weird. Well, you also, Percy, even though you didn't roll super high, you know that in this situation, when everyone had to split up, normally he would have taken you. You just know that for a fact, that was weird that he didn't take you. Cormac and Letty, sorry, what am I doing? Venice, what'd you get?
11.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. I'm not talking to you.
That's fair.
Cormac and Letty, you can kind of glean as he says like trust me and like it's like going a completely different direction, you think he's doing something else. You think he has a different thing that he's doing.
We still need to get that information.
Yeah. We 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 don't really know if he's in danger per se.
Yeah. I think we gotta trust him and just like try and get. At least he's gonna meet up with us at that place, hopefully.
Should one of us go after them? I can go after. Can I go after them?
I don't think we can split up further.
What? Wait, what'd you say?
You know, in Scooby Doo, they're always like split up gang and everything goes wrong. I think we should like stick together. You know.
I'm just like still walking, like
Okay.
very directly walking to the place that he told me to go.
The longer we think about this, the further away from them they're getting. So maybe if I wanted to go after them, I don't know if I would be able to find them at this point anyway.
Okay. Let's just maybe.
At the rate I'm thinking, I'll make my decision by the time we get to our little point. So maybe we should, yeah. There's my answer.
Awesome. Everyone in Venice's group can make a survival check.
Ah,
15.
21.
14.
5. I've been rolling really bad today.
Only you dice.
Mhm.
Percy, you're kind of caught up in the like, he didn't take me.
Yeah, I'm stuck on that one.
You're like,
I'm taking some little metal pieces from my apron pockets, and I'm really, really nervous. So I'm just gonna start like tinkering in my nervousness.
Yeah. The rest of you guys, you're making your way through the city. As you like move further in, you don't feel like any like new eyes on you. Like people who had been like possibly following you before, they already knew who you were, but you don't think you're gaining any more attention than what you already like had been, you know? And Venice, you lead them through, you can get over to where the airport is, which is mostly overgrown. The fencing is still up, most everything is still there, but it's just wildly taken over by nature. And you kind of go through this area right outside of it, and you find a little hotel with some drapes that have been basically like nailed in over the entrance to it because the door has been gone for a while. And you are pretty sure this is the building he was talking about.
Well, I'm gonna just like quickly like peek my head in, make sure like there's no surprises, no bad things in there, and then I'm gonna be like, get in.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a perception check.
7.
Looks
Great.
As we're dipping in, I want to kind of sneak in, try and sneak around a little bit, maybe check the place out.
you can definitely give me a perception check. Check out this little area.
Can I do the same?
Yes, absolutely.
16.
I got a 7.
Cormac, you see this lobby. It's mostly been ransacked, like there's boards everywhere, a lot of grime. There had been like a turnstile, like walking whatever the fuck those are, has just been like filled with rubble. There's no way she could ever move again, sort of thing. It looks like this place is all right, Sam.
What? I missed it. Oh.
It looks like no one has really like lived here or been here for like a while.
Mhm.
Letty, you can see yes, it's been ransacked, but especially as you like saw it from a distance, you saw that most of like it's a 2-story little hotel, and they all have like little like balconies for all the rooms, and most of those doors that they had were completely gone, or like had just like the drapes in them at that point, but not a lot. But there was just like 1 or 2 that had it like completely like boarded up. That obviously happened after everything fell.
Right. I think we need to try and get up to those rooms. They're the only ones where people would want to try and stay in for a long period of time.
While everyone else is like looking inside the hotel, can I like peer out the windows at what's happening on the street
Yeah,
to see
absolutely.
if anyone is overly concerned about what we're doing?
Yeah. Oh, I did forget to mention something, Letty. As you look around this lobby, as you like come inside, you also see what look like piles of like fabric on the ground.
Okay.
And as you like look at them, you realize that there's people underneath them.
Does this fabric match any of the people we've seen outside, or is that just internally in the building?
It's definitely, you recognize it, but it's not from here. It doesn't match any people outside right now.
Okay. Hey guys, there's some pile of clothes over there, and those clothes are worn by people, so we need to like watch out for that.
They look like living people or dead people?
Hopefully living.
Hopefully dead. Fuck.
And as you guys kind of all, and you recognize it and you kind of like point it out, that is when you start to hear coming from these little piles a slight groaning and whining.
Not again.
I go take a look at them.
We're actually gonna switch over to Dot right now, so you guys can see on that. So,
What's happening on the street?
on the street, you don't see anyone outside. Everyone who had been following you is staying far away.
Cool. Okay.
Anyway,
Sketchy.
we're gonna stew on these moaning, groaning fabric piles. Dot, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hi, I'm confused.
Yeah, Abel hasn't really said anything to you as and he's moving at a faster pace than he had been when he was like leading everybody.
Okay.
You can go ahead and give me a straight intelligence check.
Oh my god. Okay, 15, sorry.
15. Just as you walk, and you don't know this city, but
Yeah.
you know directions, and he has, as you guys are like moving through these streets, he's turned you guys around, and you aren't going the same direction you had been.
Okay.
You also know right now that he is here for something different.
What?
You know that he has like a different goal that he has while he's here.
Oh. Okay. Are we still being followed, or did they just kind of keep following the other group?
They mostly kept following the other group. Obviously, people are still like looking at you guys. You were just a part of that other group, and he's back into a territory that you've like left before. So we were like, "Fuck you doing back? What?"
Right.
But you don't think anyone's like following you anymore?
Okay. Can I ask him, or is it still kind of like?
You can talk to him.
Okay. Hey, why are we back here?
he like looks kind of down at you. He's like, Dot, I really need you to trust me that what we're about to do is good and helpful. Okay?
Can I roll for something on that?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Oh, yikes. 17. My insight's good.
He seems panicked and worried about something. And you think that as you're like watching him move across these streets, you think that he is like following something, or like he's like at some point he got like directions to somewhere.
Okay.
He knows where he's going. He's just
Okay.
kind of backtracking. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't think you are going to necessarily be like hurt
Oh,
because of this. Like, this is a thing that he's doing. You just kind of, you don't know if he necessarily needed you, like, specifically, or you were just like someone that he doesn't know very well who isn't really going to call him out on what the fuck are you doing.
okay. That makes sense. Okay, then I guess I'm just going to go with it because I'm not in a place where I can be like, stop. Like, no, you know? I'm like, okay.
You walk for, it's not a super long time, and then he kind of he brings you to this little rundown like little house, kind of not like all the way back where you started, but definitely he took you guys back up that way.
Mm-hmm.
He takes you to this little house. It's kind of actually like one of those like townhomes, like it's like the two houses like connected in the middle of the thing. And he brings you to one of those, and he's like, I need you. I know I already said trust me, and I know this is all crazy, and I don't look good doing this, but don't freak out, please. Okay?
Okay, she takes a deep breath. I take a deep breath.
All right. He knocks on the door of this little house, which is miraculously pretty well standing, considering this destruction everywhere. And the door opens just a crack, and he whispers something to whoever's on the other side of the door, and eventually the door opens, and you and Abel are ushered inside this house. And
So am I with, oh, sorry.
ask.
Am I with Abel and Adelaide and Aloe? Is that all I'm with?
Just Abel.
Just Abel? Where'd the other two go? I thought he grabbed them.
They went their own way.
Oh, okay.
You are ushered inside this little house. Inside, I mean, it's pretty bare bones. Everything of value had been taken out a while ago. But inside, you see a couple people are huddled in here. But the biggest thing you notice, there is a person on the floor who looks to be very injured.
Oh.
As Abel and you walk in, this person on the floor looks up and says, "Oh, my knight in shining armor, he's back." And on the floor you see this man. He appears to be about Abel's age. His leg is fucked up. It's not just like a regular fucking like bullet hole wound, like whatever. We've dealt with that shit before, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a little bit like it got mangled in something.
Okay.
He seems to be taking it like pretty well.
Yeah.
Considering like you with like your limited knowledge of, you know, medicine, are like, he's not probably gonna die from like blood loss or anything. It's gonna be an infection that kills this man's.
Oh. Okay.
And Abel looks at you with that, like, you know why I brought you here.
Yeah. Okay.
And he says, Dot, this is my friend. He had a run-in with a militant and he got hurt. I was hoping you could help him out.
Yeah, I can help him out. What's your name?
This man's looks up at you. And why did I not prepare a name? That's silly. That's silly
Well,
of
if I'm gonna fuck up his leg more by accident, I at least want to apologize and say his name. You know?
Oh, I gotta open up a fucking another document because I'm not.
David.
It cannot be David.
It's your dad, Rig.
Straight up, David Allen Tolk.
Oh, David.
His full first name is David Allen Tolk.
His last name is Johnson.
I forgot that I buried this campaign under like 13 folders for no reason. I'm smart. There we go. Let's see. My Google Doc just full of names. His name is Flytrap.
What?
Nice.
His name is Flytrap.
Like his first name is Flytrap or his full name is Flytrap?
He goes by Flytrap.
All right. Nice to meet you, Flytrap. So what happened to your leg? Because all I see is it's fucked up and that's about it. Like, did you get hit? Did you get shot? Did you?
He kind of explains to you that he got into a competition with a militant, and he kind of got like tackled down, and then they had a goddamn dog, my dude.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what I can do. On a scale of 1 to 10, how gnarly are these bite marks on this man's?
He looks like he got pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Probably able to get this dog off him pretty quickly.
Yeah, but it's still ouchy.
Still ouchies. Probably like 6. Like, it's not great, but like
I don't have to cut off his leg, but I can
yes, yep.
Cool. Imagine a leg in my bag. Ooh, I'm just kidding. Just thinking out loud. Okay.
I was like, hey, whoa, what?
Oh, I don't know if I've got anything to clean it out with in my bag or not, just because it's so hard to come by. Is there any alcohol here or something? Anything or?
Or in your personal bag,
Yeah.
you have the stuff to deal with this.
Yes. Okay, cool. I say, Mr. Flytrap, this is gonna hurt. I'm sorry. Don't hit me. Pours whatever antiseptic thing I got on these cuts.
Mr. Flytrap was my father. Please call me like that.
Bet. But yeah, I pour it on, and then I clean it up around the little cutty area just so it doesn't look so icky, and I stitch him up a little bit.
Oh yeah, why don't you go ahead and give me a medicine check?
Oh no.
Please. I ask you.
That's a 12.
So you're starting to clean it up and he's moving a lot, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Go ahead. If you would like to, if you need help, you can direct people on how to help you, and I'll let you roll again with advantage.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hold that bitch down. Is it medicine again? Or what?
Yes, medicine.
Okay, that's a 24 then that time.
Hell yeah. You think you are 100% able to clean that shit up, and bandage it.
Okay.
As he's, ideally, if he was able to change that bandage, he would be, right as rain.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably not going to happen. But you've at least probably kept him from, dying quickly.
Yeah. Can I give him an extra thing to cover up, like an extra band-aid or something?
Yeah, Katori gave you all those fabric strips.
I don't want to give him all to him. Can I give him like
Give him some.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give him 3.
Hell yeah. You do that. He looks extremely thankful. The other people around him look extremely thankful. And most of all, Abel is like on the verge of hugging you, which you know is
Holy shit. Okay, cool. Mr. Flytrap, I'm sorry I made it hurt, but now you hopefully won't die, so.
he's kind of like laid on the floor. He's sweaty,
Yeah.
These people have like let go of like his like arms. They were holding him down. He's just like laying on the floor, just like, I couldn't even feel a thing.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah. Abel kind of like looks. He's like, he genuinely is like, thank you so much, Dot. You've
Yeah,
helped us out.
of course. Anytime. Well, Mr. Flytrap, I would advise you stay away from dogs for a little bit.
He chuckles. Like, yeah, I'll definitely try, ma'am.
All right. I'm a miss. Thank you.
All right.
Was that flirting for you? I'm a miss.
No, it was not flirting. It was me trying to be like little joke. But
yeah. Abel kind of like goes over to Flytrap and definitely like is checking up on him, making sure he's okay. But then you're just there,
yeah, I'm cleaning up my stuff, putting it in this big ass backpack.
You can hear Abel be like, why are you here? You shouldn't be anywhere near here. Like, I left you way the fuck away from here. And Flytrap says, why do you think there's some people? He's like, it's like, we're doing this. We've lived a long time, Abel, and I don't want to continue living this way. We're taking it back. All right?
Oh, okay, cool.
And the one of the other people in the room is like, we've gathered up like a lot of people. We think basically we're just gonna hope that we got enough people that's gonna overwhelm them, maybe push them out of here. And Abel's like, he's like, I applaud your bravery, but that is so stupid. And they're like, Abel, shut the fuck up, okay? You left this game, all right?
Oh boy.
And basically what you glean as they all talk and kind of catch up, he seems to know most of these people here, is that there is gonna be a huge like pushback. There's gonna be a fight of like riders and revolutionaries trying to go at that military base. And that's probably why there's so many people out in the streets right now.
Okay.
Which you hadn't heard, about at all coming into this.
Right.
See, and as you just hear, like, Abel had no clue that this was going to happen. Don't know who spread this word or like how it got started. But yeah, you kind of like sit you sit in this room, kind of like relax, like take a breath. You did good work.
Yay.
And you just take a moment before Abel says, okay, well, we gotta Dot, we gotta go find the rest of everybody. We gotta go actually do what we're here to do.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Bye, Mr. Flytrap.
Goodbye.
Does this city have a dog I can adopt?
You know,
Carmen, you cannot get a dog in this post-apocalyptic world. I'm so sorry.
you get a dog, you're gonna have to roll initiative for that dog. The dog has hit points. I'm gonna kill the dog. Okay.
His name is Henry.
We're gonna switch back to everybody else in hell. So yeah, all of these fucking piles of cloth that are also humans have just kind of started like giving a little bit of like a wail, just a little like a you know.
Like same story as the last time or different?
Basically same story.
Oh.
This is
Go. That's terrifying.
I do a persuasion check to see if I could talk to any of these guys.
I don't think
Is that a bad idea?
you can definitely try.
Venice, are they dangerous?
well, you wouldn't. I guess you wouldn't know this,
I'm
but
asking.
in our session. Oh, right. Be like, we've come across something like this before, and they didn't do anything, but they called for something that was worse. Like, they're like, we think they're like an alarm type situation.
Didn't they notify the guy at the top, like our head honcho man?
Yeah, I think they were notifying the guy above, but they also alerted like people outside who could just hear them, and they came and fucked us up.
I'm gonna try my persuasion to tell them to shut up. Yeah, maybe or like calm down. And I got an 18 on that.
You actually you get them to quiet down a little bit.
Okay.
And you aren't sure if it's because some of these might be the same people that they know you, but like it's still happening, but you don't think anyone like outside could hear it anymore.
Good. And be like, if it's like last time, I'm okay with them. I'm okay with like the person above us hearing. I just don't want it to. Don't want the people outside to know.
Venice, why did Abel send us here?
Don't know. My guess is this is where the person with the information is. But I don't know how long we're supposed to wait for him here.
Should we wait?
Before we
Go on.
The people are still like, they're still moaning, right?
So you think quite
What
like
does it sound like?
it's like there's 20 people all just underneath layers of fabric, just kind of like just groaning.
Okay. Okay.
Venice, you know most likely that whoever has these people definitely knows that there's someone here.
He didn't tell me how long to wait or whether we were supposed to wait like in the lobby or like upstairs.
We try and go find him. We don't know how long it's gonna be, and we don't want them to get louder and alert people outside. If we can get in and
Yeah, I'm gonna say we keep going.
roll upstairs, try and find some of these boarded windows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stressed.
Do you want? Do we have somebody wait by the door downstairs, or like near the with the line of sight of the door, so they could kind of notify us if there's somebody coming from the outside?
I can
That's
do
not
that.
a bad idea. Okay.
I do that.
Okay.
Right.
All right. You guys kind of make your way upstairs. Stairs aren't great. They're still walkable, but like pretty dilapidated. Cormac, you can kind of situate yourself at like the middle of the stairs, still be able to see the door, but still be within earshot to most of that hallway.
Got it.
All right. You guys are making way down this hallway, the three of you. All right. You guys you know what room it is. You can, you saw most likely which one it was, the boarded up one, kind of middle-ish of this hallway. Yeah, it's also there's like a couple doors still. Not most of them don't fucking work. Most of them are like hanging off, or like there's one where the door's just in front of the doorway, just on the ground. You're like, that doesn't help anybody. And you kind of
Can I, as we're passing each doorway, can I like clear each row, make sure like there's no one in there that can surprise us?
Definitely. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Shit, okay. That's a 6.
They seem clear to you.
I got a 1.
Right.
These are super clear.
Be like,
We're good to go,
great,
guys.
guys.
Y'all literally went, whoop. Okay.
Great.
Percy, do you see anything?
It's not like
Investigation?
Yeah. You want to just check?
I don't.
Okay.
Rolled a 4.
Focused.
Oh, a 9.
That's the highest.
Y'all, it's a little spooky in here, a little scary.
I don't see nothing.
You look super cleared. There ain't no one in here but you guys.
great.
I've never felt more safe in my entire life.
You guys come up on the room that you believe probably has this person in it. Are you just gonna enter it normally, or there is once again like draper, like these big drapes like nailed in over this door?
Knock?
On the drapes?
No, like on the door frame. Like on the walls, whatever.
So sorry.
I thought. Yeah, you hear scrambling inside, like someone trying to like pack up really quick.
Can we say like, hey, we're friends of Abel? See if they maybe know them.
That's smart.
That is smart. You don't really get a response. You just hear like a backpack like zipping up.
I want to go in.
You're going in. When you go in, here's what you see. There are 3 people in this room. One you recognize. In the back corner of the room, leaning against the wall very casually, like he doesn't give a shit, is the masked merchant you know as Scarab. The only difference from the last time you saw him, 6 months ago, is that where his left leg now sports a prosthetic, and next to him is also a cable. It's not just all, stop being mean to me.
Okay.
But he's leaning up against the wall casually. There are the two other people. You see there's another masked person in here. They seem to be kind of tall. They are wearing like a one piece, like, what the fuck is the word for it? Coverall like thing.
Overall?
Yeah, those things. And around it they have like a harness that you might use if you were like, rigging.
Yeah.
They got that around. And their mask is completely white. They just have slits for eyes, two little ones for nose, and a straight like chisel across for the mouth. Otherwise, completely blank.
I hate that so much.
And the other person is what looks to be about a 13-year-old girl. She is looking at you terrified. She has short, like chopped hair, is wearing very plain clothes, which is basically just a tank top and cargo shorts. And you see on the ground, kind of at her feet, is a mask that is kind of upside down. And as you walk in, Venice walks in. Do the other two of you walk in?
Yeah.
The little girl is kind of like frozen, just like waiting. The masked person, the plain masked person, just kind of stands up as tall as they can. And in the back, Scarab leans forward and goes, "Oh, these are my friends. I know these guys. Hey, what's up?"
I'm
Hey.
gonna like kind of like, hey, not a threat. Just be like, good to see ya. Finger guns.
At that, the masked person relaxes as much as it looks like they can. They look like a kind of like intimidating person. The little girl does not. She still looks very skittish. Yeah, that's what you see as you enter this room. Cormac, you do hear a different voice talk.
Yeah, I figured I wouldn't be seeing all this, but I'm like, someone's up there. I can hear a voice.
Good job.
Master of deduction.
Be like, we heard there's someone with information here. Is that one of you?
Scarab leans forward. He steps forward, using his cane to lean on, and he says, "Yes, our good friend here," and he puts a hand on the little girl, deals in information.
I kind of lean down, go down to me, and be like, "Hey, I got a really cool rock. Do you want to be friends?"
Letty, yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll,
kill you.
because there's no way you wouldn't know this. You look at this little girl, and you know that she is definitely was being trained to be a soldier.
Okay. I introduce myself.
Rock, and she's like, "I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, I don't trust that shit."
Would you like an apple instead? Can I? Hey.
She does kind of reach out and grab that. She doesn't eat it. She just holds it.
Okay. Be like, "Hey, my name's Letty. Nice to meet you. How you doing? I promise we're not a threat. We're just here to get some information to try and keep our family safe. can we ask you where the militant forces are at and where they're going to be next?
She looks up at Scarab and then over at the other masked person, who also, that person has just not moved at all. They're being weird in the corner. And she says, you have to trade for it. I don't give this for free, right? Right? And Scarab's like, that's right. There we go. We're learning. And he Scarab looks up at you with, you assume looks up at you, with eyes which you don't see. Kind of just like gives like a, what are you guys gonna offer for this?
We did not talk about that beforehand.
You were pretty sure Abel probably has whatever he was gonna bring for this, but
yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. And be like, look, we have other members on their way. Got a little split up back there. I promise we have something worth the trade. If we could just like hang out here and not kill each other, that'd be great.
The girl says, she holds the apple, she goes, I will say a little bit for this.
Kid likes apples.
Fruit? Yes. She says, they are, they're making a lot of units to send out. They're sending them to other, not here, they're sending them to like other states. They're going out.
Do you know which other states?
No, I left before they could tell me where I was going.
Is it a lot of
units?
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, units meaning people or units meaning like weapons?
People.
Okay.
About how many people are in each unit? Is it a lot or a little?
It's a lot.
Do you know where they're leaving from?
We train them here. We bring them into here, and then we move them out.
Why did you have to leave?
Because I didn't want to hurt people.
What's your name?
She definitely tenses up for a second, and Scarab puts a hand on her shoulder. She says, you can call me Beetle.
Is that your mask on the floor?
Yeah, we didn't get finished yet. That's what we were doing.
Sure.
Other masked person reaches down to pick it up, and they're like, if you don't mind, I guess I'll keep finishing this. If everyone's cool with that.
Of course.
And they straight up just like take out like a little like paintbrush and are like painting this mask.
Ooh, good.
It's a pretty bright green. It's cute.
Is obviously this is new information, but is it new that they're sending troops like outside of Wyoming? Would we know that?
It probably doesn't have to happen often. There must be something else going on outside that they need troops.
Gotcha. Do you know why they're sending troops out?
No.
Okay.
I've got a little bit of scrap metal, if that would refresh your memory, perhaps.
She squints her eyes and goes, "Show me that rock."
I kind of polish it a little bit, make it super shiny. You're like, it's real cool. Homegrown, all natural, vegan, if you will.
She looks it over, and outside you can hear the wailing pick up, and Cormac, you can see people are entering this place.
Where did they get the people that they trained to be soldiers? Do you know?
They take them. They find them. They take them.
Do you know why they're being sent anywhere?
I really don't. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thank you for your help. You've been super cool.
Yeah. Dot and Abel, you entered this building.
Great.
So now we're just like, what the hell is going on with all this yelling or moaning or whatever?
I'm presumably still by the entrance.
Yep.
Oh.
So I explain what I've heard. The moaning is still happening, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Hello. There's moaning. It's been happening since we got here. Venice seems to think it's a signal.
Okay.
Where were you?
I'll tell you later.
All right. The others are upstairs.
Cool. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Or
Abel.
should I just let Abel go upstairs and then I'll tell him what?
Abel's going some fucking room, so.
I'm gonna tell Cormac what happened. There's this guy, he got attacked by a dog. I sewed him up. His name was Flytrap. Came here.
Awesome.
All right, I'm gonna go upstairs now.
You guys in the room, you see Abel enter, and then like a second or two behind, Dot also is there.
Hey guys, long time no see.
Hey.
To the girl, I'm gonna be like, hey, this guy has some better trading materials.
Abel brings out a little package that he has, and he gives it to her, and she opens it, like shakes for a second, closes it right back up, and kind of like looks up at Abel, is in like a literally whatever you need, I got you.
What the fuck is there? Shit. Okay.
She basically recounts they're getting a lot of soldiers. Most people are obviously born into it, but since they need a lot of troops, they are also like grabbing people, like kids mostly, who don't fucking know who they are. And as she says, she's like, I got out because I was too old when they got me. I still know who I am. She is able to give you like where in Wyoming, like these people are moving around. She kind of like mentions that like this military base, like all that movement you see inside is like them just training. They're all like every day they got like troops like going out to like different places. Like it's like a constant thing that's happening.
Okay. Do we know, she says like where they're sending or where they're like active in Wyoming? Do we know like how close that is to us?
The big active area is kind of up by like Yellowstone area. So it's like, opposite side right now. And then, yeah, that's like where the most, like that's where they're sending the most right now. Yeah. But they're also sending some to Casper. Yeah.
Do we have any idea of why they are sending those troops? What might have caused the need for that?
All you can kind of glean, because she doesn't really know. Like, she was a named soldier kind of person. She wasn't given like good orders, but like there must be something going on that these like wealthy people are scared of, something that they're reinforcing somewhere.
Would Scarab know anything about the like possible revolution that is trying to occur here in this city?
You don't know.
Really? Okay.
No, we don't know. Can I, hey Scarab,
Hi.
last time we saw you, you had legs. What's up? What happened?
I couldn't get out of the city quite fast enough. But
That
you make it
happened
out.
in Casper?
A couple days after you guys were gone.
The militants?
Yeah. Got someone turned me in. They found me. I'm very lucky to escape with what I got, so.
I'm gonna like put a hand like, just like grab his shoulder or whatever, kind of like, sorry.
Yeah. He's like, it's just part of, it's the risk you take. I try
Right.
to help you guys out. Sometimes I lose a leg for it. It happens.
It shouldn't, but
Yep. You guys see, as you kind of talk, get its information, eventually the masked person hands Beetle her finished mask. It's a very cute green little mask. And she puts it on. And Scarab just like kind of places a hand on her shoulder. Yeah. Beetle's the newest masked merchant. Cutie.
Do we hear the moaning from downstairs? Is that still getting louder, or is that tapered down at all?
Louder when Dot and Abel entered, because there's no people. It only ever gets louder when Adelaide and Aloe also show up.
So they have showed up?
Yes, kind of like at the tail end of this conversation. You think that probably they were busy like leading people, like the people who had been following you earlier probably followed them, and they had to take time to lose them somewhere.
Should we try and get out of here before anybody else comes, or do we need any more information from these guys?
I want to turn to the other masked person and ask, what was your name and what do you deal in?
The figure kind of turns to you. They say, I am a masker and I make the masks, and that's all they do.
Do you sell the masks?
I protect people.
Do you sell your protection?
I literally didn't hear that. I'm sorry, Sam.
Do you sell your protection?
I give it to those who need it.
I'm gonna go over as soon as Aloe comes in. I'm gonna go over and just grab his hand and just stand next to him.
He's definitely like a lot less like, I feel like both of you are a lot less like hyped about this. He just like holds your hand really tight, and kind of like leans into like your shoulder a little bit. And yeah, you guys kind of just stand there for a little while. Also, when Adelaide sees you, she also like hand on your shoulder, Percy. And then she goes to join Abel. Yeah. Anything else y'all are doing? Any other questions or?
Before we go, I want to like lean down, talk to Beal a little bit, be like, hey, be your own person, grow a little bit every day, and trust yourself. And then I go in for a fist bump.
She nods and then goes in for a fist bump back. Yeah.
Are we heading out now? Are we eating?
I think
Well, as we leave, I want to like to Scarab just be like, hey, take care of the kid, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Right. I leave.
Yeah, you guys kind of exit. Cormac, what were you doing? Were you just always on those stairs, or?
I was on the stairs. I feel like I could hear every other sentence.
Mm-hmm. You were
So
definitely.
I'm making a plan in my head to ask later what all went down.
Mm-hmm. As you were like keeping watch, like you're watching all these like rags people.
Yeah, yeah.
They every once in a while would like, not like a lot, but they would like move around like a little bit, like adjust themselves, put themselves in like a slightly different position.
After a while of like them like this moaning and jostling, I'm convincing myself that like, okay, this is all they're gonna do. I'm okay.
Yeah, it's like it's not fun to be around, obviously.
No, I'm stressed, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're barely people, you would think.
right.
Um,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, they're just sheltering.
Mm-hmm. Everyone else kind of appears in the hallway, time to head out.
And
I have another question for Scarab. Real quick. So like, hey, what's up that those people, are they okay?
He says, "Oh, it's complicated. It's like, it's like I I help them out. I give them food. We, whatever. They're my alarm system. Make sure I hopefully don't ever get, the jump on while I'm actually like, selling something. Yeah, listen, I try to help where I can. It's not cute. I know. It's so creepy. It's really creepy. But like it kind of like helps, cuz if you don't know what this is, there's no way you'd be here, It's a good alarm and
Sure. All right. I walk out.
yeah. Cool. All right. You guys can make your way down. As just leaving, just straight away, I assume. Right out that door. Who is anyone here? Who's taking up the rear of this little thing?
I will.
Letty, as you are the last one to leave this lobby, and it's as you kind of like pass out that little curtain, you see the wailing stops, kind of like the second you step out and you see all of the little people start to like shuffle towards the door.
Oh,
That's weird and creepy.
Yeah, that's the last thing you see before you're out.
Okay.
All right. You guys, you're all together again, all of you. Hell yeah, love it.
nice.
You are making your way, I assume, out of here. Are you guys, I guess Abel will ask the group, are we going back out the exact same ways we all came in? Are we all going out one way, or what are we thinking?
I think same as before, right? Humor.
Let's radio out and check in with those guys and see if they've noticed anything weird by the main. Be like, hey guys, we're on the way back. Is there anything weird going on at the main gate?
Yeah, that.
All right. Venice, you have the radio?
Here you go.
All right.
Or sure, yeah, whatever. I guess.
Abel or Adelaide will be fine to take it.
Yeah, cool. I don't want it.
Yeah, they radio out like on our way out, everything still looked clear. And you hear back, everything still looks clear out here. No real signs of anything happening.
Cool. I still want to take the back way, just for me. So.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's make our way there. Yeah.
Cool. Can I have everyone make me a survival check, please?
Got a 5.
14.
18.
So you guys are all kind of making your way out. You split up, at some point, diverged. Venice, it takes a little while for you to figure out your way out, which is weird because you definitely know the city. You pass by a known landmark to you, which is the let me get my notes real quick. The calling board, which is where they post all of those wanted posters, but also where people post missing people.
Okay, is there anyone I recognize?
Make a intelligence check.
18.
18. The first thing you notice is, so there's all of these wanted posters which are put out by the militants. So they're like, nicely made. They don't necessarily have like a picture, but like they have like a good description and they have like a known name, and it's like wanted for whatever. But then there's also all of these smaller scraps of paper that get like attached to this board of regular people wondering where their family members are. You can notice really quickly on this calling board, all of these smaller missing ones are mostly kids that are going missing. And with an 18, you can also see up on top where there's all of these posters, you see kind of buried a faded out one that you recognize. And you see a description for a broad-shouldered woman with an undercut, going by the name of Venice.
Cool. Can I rip that down without like drawing suspicion?
You can make a perception check, see if anyone's watching you.
13.
You don't think you don't think anyone's watching you.
Great. I want to just.
Yep. You can easily.
Well, after I'm satisfied that I've seen everything I need to see on this board, I want to like just rip it and like go.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay.
Everyone else can roll a perception check as you make your way out of the city.
Six.
10.
$14. Venice, what did you get?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was not me. Cool. 5.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
I know.
Percy, you're really the one who notices this as you're making your way out. You are, especially like the farther you travel, the more you realize is that you are like pushing against a current, kind of. Everybody, you're still walking past like the same number of people, but they're all moving now. Everyone's moving like into the city.
Can I stop one of them and ask, hey, where are you guys going?
You kind of grab someone as they're moving in, and you ask them that, and they say, if you don't know what this is, you better get out of the city right now, because it's happening.
That doesn't answer my question.
You are also around the rest of the party, like, but at the moment, only Dot and Abel heard the news from Flytrap, and yeah.
Why is everyone leaving?
They're not leaving.
Or going farther in. Why is no one leaving?
Abel, I think Abel's with your group. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
He kind of looks down at you, and he's like, they're about to do something real stupid. Real brave, real stupid though.
What is it?
Cheyenne's about to be a big old war zone. They're trying to attack military base.
That is stupid.
We're getting out of here as fast as we can.
Oh boy.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Are we, when we get back to like our base camp, are we staying there or are we getting out?
We're getting out.
Okay. Okay.
Is there anything we can do to help them? Or is this a hopeless cause?
Is there anything you think you can do?
I want to stay so bad. Oh,
I don't know. How are you guys feeling? Can we do anything about this, or is this just not the right place? There's only
Abel is like not, he's like, we are leaving, we are not getting into this at all.
Sounds a bit like a suicide pact.
we gotta get back.
Why do you want to stay?
I'm gonna pointedly ignore the question.
Without it. Let's keep going. We can't do this.
Venice. Why do you want to stay?
Like, we have to go. Let's go. Let's get out now.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all make your way out. You were at that, by the time you reach the like entrances to the city, there's like no one around you. And they're basically empty. But you also see, especially those who are going by the actual military base, those guards who had been like pacing, they also aren't there. Because you are gonna guess that there's enough of like a congregation that like the people know what's up, you know? They aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys you can get out of there. You can kind of book it back. It's, it's afternoon when you guys leave. You weren't in there too terribly long, because the longer you'd be in there, the worse it would be. Yeah, y'all fucking get back to the cart. The rest of everybody's there. So I was kind of like, whoa, what happened? Let's hear it. So exciting. And that is when you hear the first couple explosions coming from Cheyenne. Whew. They aren't like super big. You hear some pops, yeah, it's starting in there.
Rip that little kid. Like,
Man.
They might have gotten out. Come on, guys.
yeah. Should have given her my berries, dang it.
Venice is gonna sit on like the edge of our camp area or whatever and just furiously writing.
I'm gonna be watching the road just in case she comes out.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Abel, he's like, we don't have to move right now, but if we don't move right now, we're moving. We're turn around, going right back first thing in the morning.
So we can just listen to this fight happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think Venice wants to stay.
She does. She really does. I'm not with you, but yes.
But knowing that, I'm going to say we should stay.
We can stay the night, rest up, stressful day, and get ready to leave right in the morning.
Yeah, let's maybe move a little bit farther off the road just in case a bunch of military vehicles drive by. We don't want to get caught up in that. But
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yeah. You guys kind of camp out for the night. You move a little bit more like into the brush and stuff. Build your campfire, have your little dinner. You can see, especially as the sun goes down, there's light from Cheyenne. You can see a fire got started at some point. And I mean, like, you aren't super close, but like you can hear like a dull roar of like yelling. You can't hear anything specifically, but it was like a pretty big number who tried something. Later in the night, you hear vehicles approaching the city. Someone called for reinforcements, which is kind of a good sign. They weren't squashed immediately.
What kind of vehicles are they in?
Fucking trucks.
you want to commandeer a vehicle?
I want to do something.
A
I
tank.
don't have any weapons. Fuck. I have a dart. I can throw a dart. That's not good. That's bad. Fuck, I'm not doing anything.
Eventually it's time to fucking sleep, eventually like the fires die down, and it's kind of just quiet over the plains.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Fucking it's time for sleep. It was a pretty successful day overall. Maybe not great for all those rebels, but like they tried it. Don't know why they thought they could take on a whole ass military base, but like they tried it.
Stay out here.
Good for them.
I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah.
Dang.
In the morning, Venice, I assume you're on last watch again.
Yeah, probably.
Can you roll a perception check for me?
Mm-hmm. Not bad. 22.
22. In the morning, you can see there are cars. These vehicles are rolling out of the city again. And you also can see there are a bunch of like militants exiting the city and like almost like doing like a patrol around it. Kind of like they're seeing if anyone got out. You think it's probably time to move?
Yeah. I'm gonna wake Abel if he's not up, and everyone else. Be like, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So y'all are kind of woken up more abruptly than normal. Kind of like, yeah, we got to get moving because we're about to be in some doo-doo. Get everything packed, and then you gotta get the cart back out on the road. But is it gonna go on the road? Because now there's vehicles on the road. And
Sorry, go ahead.
it's as you guys are kind of like getting the cart back out, everything. I'll say you can see there are people approaching. They don't appear to be militants, but there are people approaching you, and they're kind of moving fast.
Can we check and see who they are? Maybe?
Yeah.
And find out.
You can do a perception check if you'd like.
14?
16?
They look like just some regular, like, probably they were in the riots, but they don't look to be militants at all. They look like they're probably just fleeing right now. But they are coming at
Can we-
you.
Can I walk towards them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you do, they aren't like yelling or anything. They're running at you, and then as they get closer, you can see they're running with like purpose. Like their faces are like set.
Mm-hmm.
That's not normally the face of someone. Like there's a certain look when someone's like fleeing, like probable death versus running at something.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how they found you. They're running at you.
I get my bow out.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my staff. I want to hit something really badly.
All these emotions.
Yeah. And as these guys kind of get close and they can kind of see you, you can hear them start to shout, "We found some. We found some riders. Come get them over here." And that's what we're
Son
gonna.
of a bitch.
Rude. Okay.
Yeah.
It's 2 people